Hey traders, this is Greg Webster with StockTradingSystems.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Yahoo Finance to analyze a stock. Before I do that, I just wanted to remind you guys that on my blog here on this site, you can follow me here where every day I'm going to tell you the stocks I'm trading for the next day and an explanation why, and also to follow me on Twitter at StockTraderGreg. And that's where I'm going to be tweeting exactly when I buy or sell a stock, and with a little explanation why as well. Okay, so I'm on one of the pages on my site under stock screening, and I have a link there that will open up a new window in Yahoo Finance for you guys to follow along. So I've already done that, and if I open that up, I've pulled up on Yahoo Finance. You type in the get quote line and hit that button. I've typed in Ford already, so I'm Ford Motor Company for this example. And first thing you see here is their stocks running across the top of the screen, and those are the last 10 or 12 stocks that I have searched. So that way, if I don't feel like typing them in again, I just can hit that if I want to look at them again as they go by. Okay, so we have our Ford. Top line is the actual current real-time price. That's very nice. A lot of the free stock websites, the quotes are delayed by 15 or 20 minutes. Yahoo actually gives you the price as it's trading that second. And now the market's closed now, but if it were open, you would see this price changing as people buy and sell the stock. Okay, and this is what the last trade was that was done, is put right here. Now, a lot of these things I don't use. Like I said, I'm going to just give you a brief run through of the ones that I do. Previous close is important because I want to see where the stock closed the previous day to see how far it's moved so far. Where it opened, that's for that trading day where the stock opened. The bid and ask is just what the prices are being bid at. Now this 1 year estimate, I kind of keep one eye on this. I don't pay a lot of attention to it. This is just where what the consensus is on the street as to where the analysts think the stock will be in a year. Now, I mean, it's nice that it's 19 and the stock's trading below 16 now. I mean, it wouldn't be good if they had $6 here. I probably wouldn't be trading the stock, but that's the only use I have for that. Okay, the day's range is important because I want to see where the low of the day was. If I'm in work and I come out on break, I pull up Ford, I want to know if I already missed the low point that day, because if I did, I might not trade it. And I also want to see, usually I put orders in for stock to dip down to snatch up the stock at a given price that's way below where it's trading. I want to see how close I got to that. Okay. Next is the 52-week range. This is important because I rarely trade, as you know, stocks that are at their 52-week high. So we see here Ford is the 52-week high is 1897. It's trading under 16. That's good. That's a tradable stock. Volume is simply how many shares traded that day. Market cap is just the total number of shares out there on the street times the current share price. PE we're going to get to a little bit later. All right. If you click over here, you can see you can get different charts. They always give you initially that day's stock chart. So this is what Ford did today. This is February 17th, 2011. But if you want a 3-month view, a 6-month, a year, 5-year, and so on, you can do that. Now, historical prices, if you don't want to look at charts, you can see what a stock did over time in table form. So see here, it gives you the open, the high, the low, and the close for any given day. So if I look back here, just out of curiosity, I can see that the near-term low in Ford was 1510. Now, it closed that day all the way up at 1576. But I want to know that thing hit 1510 because it might get back down there again. And Ford has not been trading well lately. So I blogged about this, as you guys know, and I took off my Ford trade. I never bought it, but I was going to try to get it at 1590, but then I saw what it did and saw that the price was down to 1510 at one point. I didn't trade it. I want that stock at 15, maybe not 1510, 1530, 1525. And if it never gets down there and it starts to go up and I miss it, that's fine. I'll find another stock to trade. All right, so let's go back to our screen here. And one of the other things that I click on is profile. Now, that'll give you a paragraph or two on what the company does. We all know what Ford does, but some of these tech companies, I'm not sure exactly what niche they're in, so I'll click on that and just for a brief blurb. Now, the thing most on here is the news. This happens to be the best site that I have found to give you up-to-the-minute news on what's going on with a company. I have E-Trade. Sometimes the latest headlines don't even make it into E-Trade, nor do they make it into my CNBC.com account website. So I want to know if I get a good price, say I forge down to 15, and I say, oh, this is great. Well, I'm just going to go to Yahoo Finance first and find out why, just to make sure that it's not because they recalled every car that they have out on the road or something. So that's how I use that. Now, I mentioned we're going to talk about PE later. Now, here we go. This is simply the price to earnings ratio. Now, not to get too technical, because as you guys know, the whole purpose of my site is the fact that you don't have to get too technical. This is just the price of the stock divided by the projected earnings per share that the company thinks they're going to get going forward. Not important. What is important is I try not to trade stocks where this number is too high. I try to stick to a number, say 30 or under on stocks. If it's a huge growth story, that might be different. You will see if you look up some of the stocks I traded. I have traded higher than 30, but I try not to. Ford is nice because Ford is 8. That's a tradable stock. Now, I have another window open that is Netflix. So I click over here. Look at what Netflix is trading at. It's trading at 79 PE. That's kind of high. That's not giving me a lot of opportunity to get in and have confidence that the day I get in isn't the day that the stock turns around and comes back down. But there is one situation where I would trade Netflix, and that is what I'm going to talk to you guys about in the next video, is how to use another aspect of Yahoo Finance to trade stocks. So go to the next video. I'll see you guys there. This is Greg Webster with StockTradingSystems.com, teaching ordinary people how to make money trading stocks.